Imagine waking up to a world where sorrow no longer exists, where tears of pain are a thing of the past, a world where the sting of loss, the ache of disappointment, and the weight of suffering are but distant memories. This is a world we all, as humans, yearn for. It's a universal experience, this dance with sorrow. It's as common to us as breathing, as inescapable as the passing of time. Yet nestled within the ancient texts of the Bible, in Revelation 21:4, we find a promise of a divine joy, a heavenly joy, that has the power to wipe every tear from our eyes, to end all sorrow and pain. This is not some ethereal concept, but a tangible hope, a beacon in the darkest nights of our soul. But what if I told you, there's a way to overcome sorrow, not by escaping it, but by embracing a joy so heavenly, it transcends our earthly pains. Now think about this. What if the journey to heavenly joy starts right here, right now, in the midst of our sorrow? Imagine, if you will, a person named Alex. Alex is no stranger to sorrow. Life's relentless waves have crashed upon him, leaving him weary and worn. Yet he holds on to something, a glimmer of hope. This hope is not rooted in his circumstances, but in a promise of a joy that is heavenly, eternal, and unshakable. Alex stumbles upon a verse from the book of Psalms, Psalm 30:5 to be precise. It says, "Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." These words echo in his heart, reminding him that sorrow is not a permanent resident, but a passing visitor. The night may be long and filled with tears, but the morning always comes, bringing with it the promise of joy. As he navigates the labyrinth of his sorrow, he finds solace in another verse, this time from the book of James, James 1:2-4. It reads, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." These words, though challenging, provide a fresh perspective. They suggest that the struggles and sorrows we encounter are not meaningless. Instead, they serve a purpose. They refine us, they shape us, and they lead us to a joy that is deeper and more profound than anything this world can offer. This is the journey Alex embarks upon, a journey from sorrow to joy, a journey that starts in the midst of his trials and leads him towards the promise of heavenly joy. Just like Alex, we too can embark on this journey. We too can find hope amidst our sorrow, solace amidst our struggles, and joy that is heavenly, eternal, and unshakable. Sorrow, then, isn't a dead-end street, but a path leading towards a joy that is heavenly, eternal, and unshakable. So, how do we embrace this heavenly joy? How do we let it transform our sorrow? Here's the key. We must cultivate faith, kindle hope, foster gratitude, and surrender ourselves to the divine. Faith is not merely believing in God, it's also about trusting in His promises and His perfect timing. Hope is not just about expecting good things to happen, but also seeing the silver linings in our darkest clouds. Gratitude is not just about thanking God for our blessings, it's also about appreciating the struggles that mold us into stronger versions of ourselves. And surrender, it's about letting go and letting God take control. Remember Philippians 4 verses 4-7, where it says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Embracing heavenly joy isn't about ignoring our pain, but about discovering a peace and joy that surpasses all understanding. The promise of heavenly joy isn't a mere fairy tale. It's a hope that gives strength to the weary, light to the darkened, and joy to the sorrowful. This promise isn't a hollow echo, but a resonating truth that vibrates throughout the universe. It's the promise of a dawn after the darkest night, a rainbow after the most tumultuous storm. In the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 4, it's written, "God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away." This is the promise of eternal joy and peace, where sorrow and pain are but fleeting memories. This transformative power of heavenly joy doesn't just change our perspective, it changes our very being. It turns tears into laughter, despair into hope, and sorrow into joy. So the next time sorrow knocks at your door, remember the promise of heavenly joy. For in the midst of sorrow, joy awaits.